Now, on this episode today on She We Here, I'm gonna teach y'all how to bake a cake. So the process on baking a cake, first start off, get your ingredients together, get your spoon, get your bowl, set your oven to 375, get your pan, grease it. We're gonna do a different process today. Just waiting for some people to get in. But that would be funny if I did do a little baking on here to, get the morning started with a little baking. But like I say, you gotta deal with the process. Cruising. Cruising is fun. What's going on anytime? Hey, trust in the process. Shout out to you coming in. You checking your channel out over there. Can't stop walking and mowing. Recommending me to your channel. Awesome. I always catch over there on Miss T every once in a while, but you know, get over there and check out the fun and the laughter on your channel every night. I think I've been to like two of your lives, but yep, what's going on? Young in the building, uh, swinging from here to there just a little bit. I'm moving around. This glare on this phone getting kind of crazy. What's going on, Young? All right, so basically we're gonna do it like this: trusting the process. You look in the description of the video, you see the 9 laws of self-govern. I always talk about these 9 laws, and 9 laws are key essential to life. Shout out to Gold Professor. He, created the 9 laws, and the 5% law is the math. You got to know the math, and either your math is correct or your math is wrong. And a lot of people, they got bad math out here, so they moving crazy. But trust in the process. Law number 8, law number 9. I'm always focusing on 1 through 3, but we're gonna do law number 8 and law number 9 today. And law number 8 is to build something. Build something. Work through it, grow, whatever. And law number 9, plant these seeds and be patient. Literally or figurative. You can literally put a seed in the ground and be patient for your results. And that goes into what's going on NC Worker. That goes into what I was talking about, lashes, journey in the building. This goes into what I'm talking about and trusting the process. A lot of people don't know how to trust the process because it's hard, And you see the thumbnail, you see the microwave. And the reason I put the microwave up there is because everybody wants this stuff instant potatoes, instant rice, and just instant everything, instant meals. Go to the store, get your stuff hot and ready, pizza, instant, Little Caesars, instant, hot and ready. Everything within the process needs to be done fast at your time, not at the other person who's making it. No type of leisure time involved in this. The process needs to be swift and quick, to a degree. A lot of people forget when you're dealing with stuff, you have to trust the process. Growing fruits. I've been growing my tomatoes. I got about 8 tomatoes off my tree. I done ate one of them. My wife ate a couple. I got 3 in the window. The kids been eating a couple of them. But I got the romaine tomato, romaine tomatoes, the little small ones, not the great ones. I ain't get a plant for them yet, or the big size tomatoes. Even though I love them big tomatoes on my sandwiches. Tamika, what's going on? How you doing? But you know how I get into this, trusting the process. A lot of times we have issue with trusting the process because we never seen the process go all the way through. In life, with people. We know the process on baking the cake, cooking a burger, you know, cooking ribs, seeing people undercook meat before, seeing people, not properly cook food, sanitation wise, is washing your hands and disposing of raw meat and stuff like that. You're cutting the fat off, disposing of it properly, taking the skin off your chicken. If you're gonna do some rotisserie or something like that, depending, you know, a lot of people really don't know the full process, and you will see certain things how you properly supposed to do it, and you will actually be amazed because you so used to doing it a certain way. I remember I used to work for this moving company, and this guy, he been moving furniture for 40 years. Before being Ebo in the building, what's going on, Ebo? Hey, long time, man. We finally meeting back up, brother. But within the process, though, dude been moving furniture. Before that, he was a sheriff. Before that, was a crane operator, all these different jobs. And when I met this guy, he was 60 something years old moving furniture. So he got into the furniture business. I think he say uh like between in his early 20s or something, went and did a little bit of other stuff, came back into it, but he was always going back and forth in it. So he goes and, matter of fact, I think it was 30 years, not 40, but 30 years. And even though he said he did it consecutively, 15 to 20 years consecutively, and the process was he's always done stuff a certain type of way. But anyway, he ended up getting reprimanded about, him not packing his stuff properly and having a lot of claims on breaking things. And so he had to go to, claim class. They had it at my job to where you had to take a course for a week on how to properly train and doing your job. So he tells the guy, well, I do it like this and do it like that. And the guy tells him, well, you're doing it wrong. He said, man, I've been doing this for 30 years this way. You can't tell me I'm doing it wrong. And the guy told him, you've been doing this 30 years the wrong way. And I was crying laughing when he told the guy that. Like the guy even looked at me because, we rode together. And it was funny because everybody used to call us the old guy, young guy. Got this old 68-year-old man with this young 20, I think it was about 20 at the time, 20, 22 at the time, kicking it, totally different opposites. But the process, it worked. He's an older guy. He couldn't lift certain things. I had this young back, I throw stuff around and move around. And that was the process. But anyhow, the guy got mad because the guy told him he was doing it 30 years wrong. If he just would have sat there and listened to him, once again, going back into the process, you in this class for a reason because you don't know something. Obviously, what you're doing or have been doing is wrong. Sit there, see what this guy has to teach you. He might teach you something. You might learn something. But nobody really wants to, deal with the process. They know everything, even with the process of, your life, your family, big on your finances, trust in that process. A lot of times, man, in life, we don't get second chances. I was listening to, I believe, what was it? Some guy, Charles something, YouTube. And the woman got on there talking about how she had a good guy. And the guy, was a doctor, but worked out, did good. But, she wanted a bad boy. Plus, she was working at this job where she had a work husband. She said, her and the work husband ended up having a kid. So the guy left. It didn't work out. And the guy who she actually was messing around with, that was the doctor, he ended up, having to get married. And she unfriended him from Facebook and Instagram or whatever she was on. And I was crying laughing. I'm like, because this guy went and did something better for us. You don't even talk to the guy no more. But because he did something better for himself, and then it came out to the, the whole butt of the topic, she fumbled the bag. Like, it's funny how you have a situation to where, this is a good man, but I don't like good. Same thing with a lot of guys in that she okay, but I need me, with those, I need a hot girl. It's like the process, I don't get it. Queena, what's going on? It was big for me at a certain age. I wanted to get married. And in doing the process of finding a wife, it took some time, especially young. You know, that's why I end up. I mostly dealt with older women anyway, so it wasn't a big thing for me. My wife is only 4 years older than me, but it wasn't a big thing for me to talk to an older woman because that was my process anyway. I kind of felt a lot of more older women more mature, and with my wife having her kids, she was a little more responsible than most women her age too, because she had to take care of her kids and worry about her kids. So that was the thing that kind of made her grow up a little more faster than most. She could still go party. She was young and cute, and she could wear her little mini skirts or whatever she wanted to wear, even though she didn't rock like that. The most thing she wore was some little small shorts when I met her, and I was like, hey, that ain't you. But that's the style in New York. The little small thigh shorts, what they call boy short, whatever, little thigh shorts. I don't know what they call the style, but she wore them with some nice blouses and stuff with her casual sandal shoes and stuff. But that was the thing. That's the style. But anyway, going into dealing with her, the process was she didn't want to be with me. I'm young. She thinks, when she first met me, I was going to the clubs and I was, kicking it. And all the time she thought, man, this dude go to the club. Every weekend that I hear he talks, well, you man, I'm at the club. Or I gotta go tonight too. She didn't understand that I did promotion. So that was my job. I had fun and technically that was my job to go to the club, deal with performers, pass out things, talk to people. That was my job. So when I stopped doing it, I wasn't going to the clubs as much. And then she kind of seen that, okay, well, this is, what he's not really, really doing as we think, but, to a degree. But, the process stuck around for the long haul. That was the thing. Like, I wasn't there to, the DoorDash method. I wasn't, what's that called now? The pump and dump. You know, I wanted a wife, so I sat there and endured the process of a woman that, you know, she was like, this guy young. I don't think he's interested in having a relationship. That was the thing. A lot of times, if you see something you want it, you're going to try to get it. Hey, endure the process. Same rules apply for situations in life. Like I talked about buying a house. I seen somebody buy a house with a 580 credit score, but they put 20% down. You know, 20% down. Most of you go to rural areas, 1% interest on those, 1 to 3% interest. You know, you put the money down, you sit there, you have your money for your down payment, you have your credit score, trust in the process. Somebody's gonna approve it if you go to the right person. Money always talks. A lot of people don't understand that in regards to your money. The money talks. A lot of time we negate, doing the research. I would have never knew that was a possible thing until I found somebody that did it. My process was if going along the guidelines, you at least had to have a 680 and above to get approved for houses. No, get approved for houses. And then rural areas, they want to build those communities up. If you have the money to keep a house, they want you in the house. A lot of business, a lot of people not trusting the process online stuff. I always talk about Alonzo Hardy, all-star advisor. That's why I got into business with him with the my life insurance. My kids, I knew they needed life insurance, and I was like, the more I started hearing them talk, that I can get life insurance on an infant at 14 days old. I'm like, man, I should have life insurance on my kids. I remember my grandma telling me she had life insurance on me. She had term life, you know. And that's the thing. Like a lot of us, we don't have no insurance on our kids. You know, like I say, the GoFundMe, the fish fry, all that stuff, it's a thing. Like it comes down to it. You literally have to provide for your family, you know, while still, you know, preparing arrangements for someone that's passed. You know, to a degree, having to pull your resources while you already know you don't already have no money, you still got to find a way to, you know, come to an agreement to get more money to you know, overpower a situation, you know, kind of say the least, that you is already harmful threat, you know, the kind of issues you're having with, you know, the person passing, depression and all that setting in. Then you got to turn around and struggle to come up with money. Like that's a crazy thing. But like I say, having money set aside and all that, the process is already there. You know, that's why I always, you know, harp and put more emphasis on the life insurance, you know, the process of getting life insurance, the knowing your options. Because you can get life insurance for 20 years and you have a 20-year policy, what good is it? You know, if you live past 20, that $1 million policy ain't $1 million no more. I mean, you're lucky to get the money that you put into the policy. And most of the time when you get term, you get it for low amounts to where you barely put money in there. I see people, they want a $1 million term policy at $15 a month. It's just not happening. It's nowhere near feasible that the company's going to make any money off of that, you know, and you actually make, you know, most of the time they will give some silly like $100 on $1 million policy if you can find those, but they'll do it like a 10 years. They know you might not die in 10 years. Unless you die in 10 years, depending on, that's why they ask you questions. You know, do you travel? You know, do you, you know, do extraneous adventuring type things, you know, rock climbing, bungee jumping. They ask you all this stuff. What's your blood type? You know, going into the whole issues of your medical records, seeing how your health is. They can look almost to a T, knowing your blood type, your weight. They're like, okay, this guy's, you know, got 25 years, so we can insure him on the term because he's gonna outlive that term. You know, looking at somebody's medical records on how they live, like, oh man, this guy he eats bad, you know, he's 500 pounds. Yeah, we might want to give him a policy and we up it because, you know, we got to coop some of this money back. This guy probably, you know, die next week, you know, depending on if he makes it to the 2 year or year mark, which, you know, he can, you know, garner the life insurance policy. And we see some things on his medical record that, you know, he had suffered some mental, you know, health. We need to garner in a clause in the policy for mental, that if anything mentally happens with him, we garner that clause to where he can't, you know, get the money if he kind of, you know, off himself or anything. But to a degree, they check on all this stuff. Once you give word of your medical records, they can pull up any, like, you can't lie. Once you lie, you're pretty much barred from any other insurance company because you lied. Prime example, Alonzo said that the guy, he beat cancer, you know, and they asked him, did he have any cancer? No, he didn't have any cancer. Now they have that extra question, do you have any pre-existing things that might need to be, you know, talked about or known or whatever? And once you start talking about that, I'm like, come on, like you, like that's when, you know, you get to open up and hear all the other stuff that you beat cancer, you know, you was diagnosed with this, you beat that, It's good if you can have this whole form of, running the Dr. CB and taking his medicine, trusting that process. Because I mean, I've heard of people beating, having breast cancer and stuff like that. I've heard of people, you know, dealing with colon cancer and fighting through it. Spawn, what's going on? Everybody coming in the building, Nadia. But the process about a lot of this stuff, to a degree that I'm basically running into, nobody wants to trust the process, get into it. Now I know there's some processes that people try to, put you in so they can, benefit from you. Hey, I got this, man, I got this deal, man. All this stuff, man, where we can make some money together, man. We can really, get into it. Oh, okay. So a lot of times this um stuff get to bubbling and breaking it up, and I go into the robot mode. So just thinking me dancing, mm, 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 you know. But yeah, it's crazy. Like the process, it's not easy. You know, it depends on how you make it. A lot of people say it's easy. A lot of people say it's not. It depends on how you make it. Like I said, and the 9 laws of self-government. Law number 9: plant these seeds and be patient. I talked about how I grew tomatoes. My cucumbers looking bad. I joined the gardening community to learn, some things. I learned. The guy was saying, did I have any holes in my cucumber in my pot with my cucumbers? Come to find out, I got these little bitty little black little tabs down there. What's going on in the word? I got these little bitty black tabs like hole punched out. So I go to take my screwdriver and pop them out. Those are the holes right there that drain the water off my cucumbers. So now, guess what I got to do? Start the process all over again, growing my cucumbers. I'm getting my tomatoes out, but see, that's the thing we got to have in life too. That process, a lot of people don't want to endure it. That's why I put the microwave up there. Like it's a good little bit changed about the microwave over time. But one thing is evidence about the microwave: everybody want to hot and ready fast. Hot and ready fast. I don't want to slow. I don't want to hold on. Some people get mad. They got to warm something in the microwave for 3 minutes. Man, I got to get a better microwave. Take 3 minutes. Food ain't heating up fast enough. You know, you got things you cook in the microwave in 5 minutes. You can take some rice and cook some rice in the microwave in a bowl of water for 5 minutes. I see what's that, minute rice and stuff like that. How many people is going to endure that process to say, man, 5 minutes making some rice? Man, you know what I could be doing with the process. A lot of times we negate the process. We have issues about the process because why? We don't want to go through it. Most of the time, nobody is really wanting to go through this process on learning. Nobody is really wanting to go through this process on making things better for themselves, making things right. Because why? And I don't want to do nothing. I just want what I want. I want to have what I have. I want this. So why I gotta work for it? Why I gotta, do this and do that? I don't want to. That's like the biggest thing with a lot of us. What's going on, Bruce? Bruce in the building. Hey, a lot, man. I know the word. I got to get you a wrench over here. But a lot of times, man, that's why I be trying to tell people, trust in the process, because I give everybody a wrench. That's the process over here. If you want to go find somebody else's channel, I keep having to say this and I keep forgetting about this. I'm a YouTuber. Hit the like, hit the like. Y'all already sub because y'all already here. My channel don't really come up on the algorithm like that. So you have to be either I'm mostly sub to you. I see you in different chats. A lot of people don't really either know I have a channel or not, but you just don't stumble over here. Somebody tell you about me, or you don't seen me on a panel before. Or, we socialize and talk, and just so happen because my channel don't pop up on algorithms. It's quite boring over here telling people to do the right thing. It's you know now people that know me and know me on other panels, I get crazy and talk my sass on, but like I said, the process is what it is. That's why everybody over here gets a wrench. Express yourself. Ain't nobody over here getting blocked like that. Let me see if I can get over here to check everything out. See who over here. Oh, MOT. I gotta get up over that thing. Let's see what we got. What my channel at? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I can still talk over here. All right, so the word I got you in there. Evo. Everybody got the wrenches over here. All right, so we good. Back at it. But like I say, just like that microwave, everybody want this instant, 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 instant. I remember when they made instant potatoes. The process on actually making potatoes? That's the crazy part. You gotta boil the potatoes. First off, first and foremost, take the potatoes, boil them. Then, to the degree is up to you. You can leave the skin on and boil it, or you take the skin off. You have a little rusted potato type look. But either or, you gotta boil them. Get them to a degree, 15, 20 minutes, like you're boiling eggs, get them soft. Then you turn around and you gotta go and have them potatoes, get a masher. A lot of people don't have a masher. See, that's when you have cooks. You got to mash it because otherwise you're gonna take this big old spoon or you're gonna take a fork or something and mash them potatoes down. Mash them potatoes down, get your butter, your salt, all that. Then you're gonna get your gravy. But that's the process on making mashed potatoes. But these instant potatoes, it's like dried up flakes. And you gotta take those dried up flakes and add a little milk. Oh, I forgot, make them cream up, I'm sorry. Yeah, got a lot of background over back there. But the crazy part is, you gotta take that milk. If you want your potatoes a little creamy and stuff like that, but you can do it with the butter. It all depends on how you want to do it. But you take your butter and put it in there, and that's how you get your potatoes. Get crunk up with the mashing and all that stuff. But it's a process on it. A lot of people ain't got time for it nowadays. They like, and I ain't doing that. I could be doing more things with my life. I could be, getting this done. But that's the process on making those mashed potatoes. Like I say with the instant ones, you add water or you add milk, stir it up in a bowl, throw your gravy on there, and that's it. That's the instant process of making potatoes right there. The process of doing it the old fashioned way, getting it together, mixing this and doing that, a lot of people don't want to do that. It takes too long. Take the time. But it is what it is. But that's all I'm gonna have for y'all today. Get on over here and watch some more of these favorite YouTubers. And you know, that's the process with that. Once again, like I always say, get your money together, get your finance together, you know. Uh oh. Now you up here finna get me to remix the Shirley Caesar. Look at here. Look at here. I got yeah. But once again, shout out to everybody in the building. You know, everybody who watch my channel, y'all know what I always say. We here and we gone.